This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Watson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's Gaskin. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. This is Gaskin on the carry, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Out of the gun, Watson.
And 7.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Is good. Makes the score Texans 7, Ravens nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. And right away, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Right at midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the Raven 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Watson looking for his running back, and he's got him. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. With it is Brown. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run now with Gaskin. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
At the 47-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Trey Burton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Taken from about the 12. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 21. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try it, but I think the ball's out. And the Texans scoop it. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Jackson going to run. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
From the 39, Jackson. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play action. It's Jackson. Finding room inside the 40. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Jackson on the move to his left. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 25. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
7. And a Raven 1st down.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Ravens.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, Stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
It's a gain of a yard.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. They'll roll it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's at the 30. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's out right at the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Flush to his right. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try to keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The ball comes out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Jackson rolling to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
6 yards left on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And a Raven first down.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
There defensively.
Second and 10 now from the 27. One last shot for Jackson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Ravens.
But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Texans, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.